The morning in New York felt eerily calm. Too calm for a city that never slept. But calm doesn't last long when two of Earth's most unpredictable heroes stand on opposite sides of the law. By noon, headlines across the United States screamed, "Chaos! Spider-Man and Hulk turned against the FBI." For the first time, the government's most powerful agency wasn't chasing criminals. They were chasing two Avengers, the very heroes sworn to protect them. On the roof of a federal building, Spider-Man crouched, mask tilted down, his chest heaving. Across the plaza, Hulk roared, green muscle. This wasn't a comic book anymore. This was war in the heart of New York. It had begun quietly. The FBI, desperate to control unpredictable enhanced individuals, had launched Project Sentinel, a classified mission to monitor, track, and if necessary, detain superheroes who refused to sign government contracts. Spider-Man discovered it first. Swinging past an office one night, he hacked into their satellite channels. Names appeared, coded files on himself, on Hulk, even on innocents, like his Aunt May. His heart burned. They're not protecting people. They're preparing to own us. He called Hulk, but the Green Giant was already on the FBI's radar. They had baited him into an ambush in Queens, dropping electrified nets from helicopters. Spider-Man landed desperately beside him. "Hulk, listen. Smashing the FBI isn't going to help us. It'll make us the bad guys." Hulk snarled through heavy breaths. "They came for Hulk first. Hulk, smash them back." And in the distance, armored vans rumbled closer. FBI SWAT tactical units pouring into the street like waves of steel. The first shot cracked, a widening pulse of shock rounds designed to subdue Hulk without lethal force. Spider-Man's spider sense flared like fire, and he shoved Hulk back an inch, just enough that the blast sizzled past instead of striking his chest. Hulk roared. The ground trembled as he stomped forward. Agents flew like ragdolls. "Stop shooting!" he shouted across the sirens. "You're making him angrier." But orders echoed through comms, cold and unyielding. "Engage. Target is hostile. Contain Spider-Man if obstructive." Webs tangled drones in midair. Hulk crushed armored trucks like soda cans. Bullets ricocheted, but tranquilizer darts peppered his skin. Fuels for his wrath, not his restraint. And in the eye of the storm, Spider-Man realized the truth. They weren't just trying to stop Hulk. They were trying to send a message. No hero is free. Then came the revelation. From the armored convoy stepped a tall agent in a steel-gray trench coat. "Director Kowalski, you two were never our enemies until you refuse to obey. We don't kill heroes here. We own them." Spider-Man's pulse froze. Project Sentinel wasn't about safety. It was about control. Hulk bellowed, lifting an FBI armored transport clean into the air. Spider-Man leapt toward him, webs straining to pull down his arms. "Hulk, don't! They want the world to see us as weapons. Prove them wrong." But Hulk's rage eclipsed reason. His roar tore through skyscrapers. He hurled the van straight Even Hulk paused, his furious chest heaving, recognizing, for just one flicker, that Spider-Man had saved lives on both sides. Rain began to fall over Manhattan, each drop sizzling against Hulk's heated skin. Steam rippled off him as he pounded his fists against the ground, every roar echoing down the canyons of glass towers. The FBI's tactical drones circled overhead, mechanical eyes locked on both Spider-Man and Hulk, each drone armed with concussion charges, strong enough to shake steel girders. Spider-Man balanced on a cracked lamppost, his own chest aching with exhaustion. His spider sense blared like static, warning of chaos from all sides. Hulk's fists, FBI's drones, riot teams closing in. This isn't. Hulk ripped a car door free, brandished it like a shield, and charged into the squad lines. The agents scattered, rubber bullets cracking, taser nets firing. Sparks danced across Hulk's bulk, but only made him angrier. Spider-Man flicked his wrists, webs catching the nets mid-air, snapping back into tangled knots. "You're making this worse," he screamed to the agents. But their orders were clear. And from their convoy, Director Kowalski clenched his fist. "Activate Omega Strike protocols. Enough restraint." A massive armored exo-unit, twice Hulk's height, plated in black steel, artificial pistons snorting smoke, thundered onto the intersection. Its chest hummed with a blinding pulse cannon. It wasn't to contain. It was to break. Time slowed as Peter Parker's mind fired. Hulk was already unstable. Another strike like that could kill him. And the FBI? They weren't villains, just people following dangerous orders. Somewhere between was New York City, ignorant, still sipping its morning coffees with no idea a war was unfolding on its streets. He whispered desperately under his mask. Great power, great responsibility. Even now, as the Omega Exo unit fired its pulse beam, Spider-Man swung directly into the blast path, releasing two massive webs tethered to skyscrapers on opposite ends of the street. Like a shield, he stretched the silk taut, redirecting the beam high into the air, where it exploded uselessly among storm clouds. Thunder, Hulk blinked for a moment at the sight, his rage dimmed by an inch. "See, big guy?" Spider-Man shouted through the smoke, his chest trembling. "We don't have to smash everyone. We just have to stop the real weapon." Hulk's nostrils flared. For a heartbeat, Peter thought he'd failed. But then, Hulk turned, not toward the agents, but toward the Exo unit. With a guttural roar, Hulk leapt, fists pounding into the machine's chest. Steel screamed, pistons shattered. The Exo unit buckled under unstoppable fury as Spider-Man danced above it, webbing loose panels, cutting capacitor feeds, rewiring cords in desperate seconds. The unit collapsed into a heap of sparking smoke. Hulk stood over it, chest heaving, eyes burning not with rage this time, but with weary pride. The FBI squad froze, their most powerful weapon dismantled before them. Rain pelted helmets, but no one moved. Spider-Man landed between Hulk and the trembling agents, his voice steady, resonating with quiet power. You think tonight's proof we're unpredictable? You're wrong. Tonight proves we protect everyone in this city, even the ones holding weapons against us. The silence hung for a long, remarkable breath. Director Kowalski's jaw clenched tight, his command hand wavering. His agents expected him to bark fire again. Instead, he lowered it slowly. "We'll regroup," he called out through clipped teeth. "Stand down." The FBI lines receded, armored trucks reversing as tactical units fell back. Not because they surrendered, but because they realized this wasn't their win tonight. Spider-Man looked at Hulk, who grumbled low. Hulk still angry. Peter nodded, placing a hand on the giant's arm. "Yeah, me too. But being angry and being right aren't the same." Hulk's breathing lowered. "Spider-Man, stop Hulk from smashing wrong people. Hulk, trust." Peter faintly smiled under the mask. "That's all I can ask." Later, high above the streets, they perched side by side on a ruined skyscraper ledge. Hulk sat heavy, a mountain of green muscle, while Spider-Man swung his legs against the wind. Sirens faded into distant hums. "You know," Peter said softly, "the papers tomorrow? They'll probably say Hulk and Spider-Man tried to destroy New York. They'll twist it, like they always do." Hulk huffed. "Hulk doesn't care. People safe. That all matter." Peter tilted his head at that, feeling warmed, even though rain slicked his mask. "Maybe you're smarter than all of us, big guy." For once, Hulk almost smiled. As dawn painted the sky gold, Spider-Man's voice carried like a narration into the rising light. They wanted control. They wanted fear. But control isn't safety, and fear isn't justice. Hulk and we didn't win against the FBI tonight. We won against the part of ourselves that wanted to give up, to give in to anger. True victory isn't smashing harder. It's standing taller, even when the people you save don't believe in you. So if you feel like the world is against you, remember, even heroes get hunted, doubted, misunderstood. But heroism isn't about headlines. It's about the choice you make, especially when no one is cheering. Outro music swells. Final shot. Spider-Man swinging into dawn. Hulk's silhouette fading into the mist of New York. Screen fades to black. End.